Online shopping carts are great, but nothing really compares to getting your hands on real fabric in the wild. Unfortunately, I don't have a great selection of fabric stores immediately around me, but somehow I managed to pull off 2 amazing in-person fabric shopping trips, one in the USA and one in London, and I thought you might want to come along with me for both adventures. And of course, see what followed me home. Let's go. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate and this is Ripper Seams. I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed me. Yes, I have been out for a whole entire month. November seems to have totally evaporated out of my calendar for 2025. I don't know how that happened. Actually, I do know how that happened. I was incredibly sick. This is the worst sickness I have had in decades, I swear. I was really sick. I had laryngitis followed by a chest infection and then followed by what can only be known as wrath of chest infection. Yeah, I was ready to go to hospital. I have been on antibiotics and I have completely lost my voice. It has only just come back now. As a result, nothing at all happened really in November apart from me feeling sorry for myself. But we're back in the YouTube saddle again and I've got a bit of a fun video for you where you get to come along shopping with me. Unfortunately, where I am in the UK, there isn't a great selection of fabric stores immediately around me, so I'm always on the lookout for opportunities to go and feel fabrics in person wherever possible. So at the very start of November, before I got hideously sick, I managed to squeeze in 2 amazing in-person shopping days. The first weekend was in Seattle in the United States. Was not planning to go fabric shopping, but I squeezed in some time to go to Pacific Fabrics because I really enjoyed my visit there earlier in the year. The following weekend, I had a very special day out planned, and that was with Sam from Sequin Girly Creates and Julie from Julie Sews Her Own Clothes. Both of them have got wonderful YouTube channels. If you've not watched these 2 awesome sewists yet, I will link their channels down in the description below. But we had planned a little get together to go check out the wonderful Liberty store in central London and of course those wonderful Liberty fabric prints, which just happened to be on sale, which was awesome. So in this video, I'm going to cover off both fabric trips and of course show you what I brought home. Let's start with Seattle. So once again, I'm on my way to Seattle in the United States. Now, this was a work trip, but I do get some downtime. And when I get that downtime, I like to spend it shopping. Now, I have to be honest, I wasn't planning to do any fabric shopping whatsoever when I was there this time. But given I had some time to kill before heading to the airport, I decided to go back to Pacific Fabrics because I was there back in April and it was brilliant and I had to go back. Now, this is a really easy place to get to from downtown Seattle. It is only a 20-minute bus ride away, so definitely one to check out if you're in the area. Now, this store is amazing. Upstairs, you have got wall-to-wall bolts of fabric, all quilting fabric, as well as these wonderful rondelles in the middle, full of fabrics from your favorite brands, as well as every possible color or theme. It is amazing. Not only do they have quilting fabrics, but they have a great selection of dressmaking fabrics, special occasion fabrics, as well as everything in between. You will find it here. This place is so amazing. I could spend hours here just going through a really good place just to go there and get your colors coordinating for a special project. The staff are really friendly and helpful, and this place was buzzing. It was so busy. It was an absolute delight. But of course, there's heaps of mannequins around just displaying items made by the staff. Very inspirational, particularly that vest. There's wool to choose from. There is bag making supplies, heaps of notions. Let's see what I got. So in here is my haul from Pacific Fabrics. I have decanted it into a Liberty bag. Don't be fooled because everything in here I got from Pacific Fabrics. Now, first up, I knew that Pacific Fabric had a really nice selection of bag making patterns as well as supplies and canvases and everything. And I have been eyeing off the Noodlehead Oxbow tote pattern for ages. Last time I was in Seattle, I picked up this gorgeous seagull fabric and I really wanted to make the Oxbow out of that. I was going to make a bestie bag originally, but I thought the Oxbow would carry that print a lot better. So yes, first up purchase was the Noodlehead overhead oxbow tote bag. This does come in 2 sizes, but I think it's a really nice sized bag, especially for carry-on luggage or a weekender bag. I think this is going to be a really fun make, and I'm looking forward to making this in the new year. They also have a really nice selection of patterns by Annie. A lot of by Annie patterns are really useful storage items, and I really wanted project bags. So that was my next pattern I got, was the by Annie Project Bags 2.0. Really like this pattern because it comes in a variety of different sizes. If I've got a specific project in mind, I do like keeping everything together. I do use the more plasticky zip ones, are quite standard in the sewing community, but because I have a lot of quilting fabrics, I'd like to start making use of those, kind of level up my skills as well, and make some project bags, which I think is great because they're going to really protect everything that's inside of them. They've got a really nice zipper closure. I love the fact they come in different sizes, so you can mix and match depending on your project. But I do like keeping all my notions and my patterns, special tools that I might need for a project. I like to collect them together, so this is going to be ideal. And again, something I look forward to making in 2026. Now I did get one more pattern, but it's more of a reference sheet really. And it's this little one here. It's for boxy pouches. It is quite literally one piece of paper folded up, but it's full of really useful information, and it's got all the different measurements you need if you want to make a variety of different boxy bags. Now these are unlined boxy bags, but there are 9 different sizes that you can make using this pattern. And if you know how to make lined ones, I'm sure you'll be able to add the lining just with a few extra steps. As much as I could have gone and looked this up on the internet, I got this because it is a standalone separate sheet with all the sizing and references I need, which is ideal, and I know I can file this away and just go and grab it whenever I need to make some little boxy bags, because I find that they are really, really useful, and I'm just going to be making heaps of them. So yeah, I got this little one. I think this was like $5, $5 US or something. So for a little reference sheet, yeah, I thought I'd pick this one up. Ooh, lots of fun little things that you can find in store, and I found this little sticker here. It says rip it real good. And being ripper seams, yeah, I couldn't go past having this one. I like putting stickers over my machines. They give them a bit of personality. They can always be peeled off, but yeah, I picked up a little sticker just as my little reminder of my trip to Seattle. So yeah, rip it real good. So what else we got? Oh yes, Sarah Hart's. So I got some labels, a wonderful display of Sarah Hart's labels, as well as zipper pulls and charms and other patches, all those things. I think this is a new one here. It says inspired by our team, but these are little crystal balls, and it says manifested by me. These little ones are super cute, a nice selection of little labels there, and yep, can't go wrong with labels in your set. I love using them. It helps me identify which is the back of my shorts and pants and tops, because yeah, sometimes I get a bit confused. So labels do come in handy. Everything else is fabric, because why not? Now, I was on a mission to find some coordinating quilting fabrics because I want to make the sewing machine station by Arabesque Scissors. Now, this is a really lovely quilted mat to go underneath your sewing machine, but on top of that, it has a lovely piece that folds over down the front of your table, which can hold a whole bunch of different notions. So your seam ripper, a marking pen or pencil, a pin holder, all these things. And I think it's a really lovely design, and I want to make one. So I thought I'd start collecting fabrics to make that. So many beautiful fabrics to choose from quilting wise. A little bit overwhelming, to be honest. I got 2 prints to start me off. I would have got more, but I got distracted by a beautiful Christmas fabric and I was limited on bag space. So this one here is the selvage print, absolutely gorgeous. It has all the wonderful different selvage strips that have come from the previous collections from Ruby Star Society. I think this is going to be a really nice base for that sewing machine mat. It will quilt up really, really nicely. And yeah, I just love the colors. I love the quirkiness of it. A lot of these prints I've actually sewn with in the past as well. In particular, this Florida one. There's one here that says Florida, a beautiful, beautiful fabric, which I got. It was actually a rayon, and that top was a disaster. Yeah, rest in peace. So yeah, this one here is a lot of fun. So I've got half a yard of that to start off with. Next up is this one here. It's more of a Harlequin type design, and it's from the Geometry range. I just love the colors. I think it coordinates really well. So these are the 2 starter colors for that particular project. I'm going to collect the other prints I need for this particular make over time, and yeah, hopefully get stuck into that in the new year. Now, I did also get some more Ruby Star Society. I just love their prints, but I got some fat quarters. I got these fat quarters here, just 3 coordinating colors, because also from Arabesque Scissors, they've got a lovely pattern for a quilted notebook cover, which I thought was really, really delightful. Doesn't take a huge amount of fabric, so I got 3 coordinating fabrics here to make that in future as well. Just really, really beautiful, and yeah, little fat quarters. Now finally, I did pick up 3 Christmas fabrics. These ones I know I can't get in the UK. I did have a look quickly online. Nope, can't get them. But initially I found a fat quarter of this particular one. This is a beautiful, kind of really dark grey background, but it's got these beautiful reindeers on them, some flowers. It's just really folks arty. I just thought this was stunning and really different. I do like traditional Christmas prints, but I do like ones that are a little bit more quirky, a little bit more kind of folk arty, woodsy type ones. That's kind of like the underlying theme for our tree, and I thought this would go along nicely. Along with this lovely reindeer one, I got 2 coordinating fabrics. This one here is a gorgeous deep red, and it's got these lovely gold printed stars on them. These particular stars I lean towards. I love anything with stars on them, but in particular I like these big symmetrical ones. I think they're great. So this coordinates nicely with my reindeers. And then also I got this kind of rustic green stripy one as well. It's got a bit of a olive green stripe through the main kind of piney green background, and I think together, all these together, was just a really nice rustic looking Christmas palette. Now I've got half a yard of each of these, and the intention was to make some bunting to kind of go in our house. Not your regular bunting, but more, I've seen them on Pinterest where they're like really long and skinny and they kind of overlap each other. So it's more of a display than actual bunting, if you know what I mean. And I thought I would use this as the front fabric and then maybe use a velvet or something on the back and just make something really, really special. And I was gonna make that for this year. But then the plague came. The plague came and ate all my time for the rest of November. So I'm gonna have to put this on hold for next Christmas. I've got so much other stuff which I want to get on with before the big day here in December. So yeah, this will have to wait till next year. So all my great plans have been thwarted, but I have these beautiful fabrics waiting for me, ready for 2026. So yeah, these are the other fabrics I got from Pacific Fabrics. Now, in the video, I showed a little snippet of a vest that was on display in the store, and it was a Halloween vest. It was a beautiful Harlequin Halloween print from Rifle Paper Company, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I looked all over the store for that particular fabric, but as Halloween had just passed, obviously that fabric had been sold out, and why wouldn't it? Someone in that store had the genius idea to turn that lovely pattern into a quilted vest. I thought, that is so brilliant, I want one too. So because I couldn't find that fabric in the store, I did have a look online, and luckily Crafty Mastermind here in the UK actually still had some in stock, so I got some. So I got 2 meters because I'm going to have leftovers, but this is a really cute print. It is, like I said, Rifle Paper Company, their Halloween collection. But that lovely quilted vest, waistcoat, used this fabric, and they had actually quilted over the diagonal lines on here in that Harlequin type look, and it just turned out really, really nicely. So I'm going to shamelessly copy that wonderful idea. Obviously this is going to be a next year project, but I thought it'd be a nice little nod to the day to wear around, and just something to wear in October. Now in the one that was in Seattle, they had used grey bias binding around the edges. I don't know about that, I might still go that route, but I did get some black, some of the Ruby Star Society Star Black. It's like a dark grey with the black stars on it. I think it might be a bit too bold to go around the edge. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I will have plenty of use to use this fabric if I decide to try something else. So this is what I technically bought as a result of my trip to Pacific Fabrics. So I'm going to tie it together because it is incredibly related. So overall, that's what I brought home from Seattle, which was pretty exciting. So with this haul done, let's go check out my day out at Liberty with Sam and Julie. Alrighty, time to jump on a train and head into London. Now at this time of morning, I'm normally commuting, so it is an absolute delight to be going into town for something fun. And that fun is to meet up with Julie and Sam in Oxford Circus so we can go and make our way to Liberty. So as we surface, it is not too far before we hit the lovely ladies here waiting for me, and it's time to get moving to the lovely Liberty store, my favourite in all of London. Now, before we actually made it into the store, we did do a little side mission off to Dishoom to go and have some breakfast. I normally come here for dinner, so it was really fun to come here for breakfast, which was absolutely delicious, by the way. Just check out those pancakes. But then we just meandered in the early hours down through the back streets into the rear entrance of Liberty, which is just as good as the front. Now, whilst we're in there, of course, it's Christmas and their display is absolutely gorgeous, especially their Christmas department. Now, this department is the best in all of the UK, if not the world. I absolutely love it. Now, I can say that with authority because I used to manage a Christmas department in a department store in Australia. So yeah, I would love to work here. It is absolutely gorgeous, very sparkly, lots of Liberty decorations, whether they be baubles or stars or even stockings. Lots and lots to choose from. Lots of specialty items as well. So if you've got a hobby, you can find an ornament here or even find King Charles. Now, obviously, there's some ornaments in there for us crafters, and yeah, I couldn't leave before taking this little one home with me, which is perfect because next up was the fabric department. Now, isn't this gorgeous? And we're not just talking about the fabric, the actual building itself is delightful. But of course, we're here for the fabric. Lots of Tano lawn on display, every single colour, often a lot of colourways that you can't get online as well. We had a lot of fun going through all the different bolts, looking at all the wonderful prints. Julie absolutely loved this green one. It really suited her, and I do believe she took some of that home with her. Just fun to get around and see what's there. There's some really unusual prints that you wouldn't think of, but once you're there in person, it's just you change your mind and you can walk home with anything. Of course, you've got the more luxurious fabrics in here as well. Absolutely loved this one. And yeah, ultimately I found some fabrics which I had been lusting after for a while, and they definitely had to come home, especially when everything was 20% off. Then we made our way into the haberdashery department, and of course, at 20% off, I had to come and pick up my Alexa frill dress, which has been on my to-do list for ages. There's also heaps of stuff from Merchant & Mills. There's lots of patches there, lots of fun patches, and of course embroidery kits. There's something for everyone here. Of course, yarn, and yeah, we made some purchases. I think our wallets are feeling a bit lighter. What an absolute lovely trip to this gorgeous store. We definitely had our handfuls on the way out. But that wasn't the end of the day. Next, we were going off to Poland Street to McAuliffe and Wallace. Now, this is a real find of a store and definitely one to visit. It's just down the road from Liberty. Now, inside, you've got fabrics, you have got trims, and you have got a really nice selection of specialty wools. There's fabric from all ends here. There's basics right the way up to some luxury fabrics. I absolutely loved this stripy one here. Had to resist taking that one home with me. Might have to go get it later. Now, downstairs is where all the fun is, because if you want any sort of trim or notion, you will find it here. There's a huge array of zippers of all sizes and colours. Of course, you've got trims, you've got braids, chains if you want them, anything sparkly, it's all here, even feathers and buttons. Definitely a bit overwhelming if you're just wanting to pick up a little something, so definitely have a project in mind. But next up is Fan New Trimmings. This is over in Borovik Street, and just like McAuliffe and Wallace, you can find everything here. This store is absolutely packed with sparkly things, all the braids, all the buttons, and yeah, another one that if you can't find it in the other store, you'll find it here. They just complement each other. So if you're looking for something special and unusual for a project, definitely keep these in mind. A bit overwhelming with selection, but yeah, for me, this trim was the absolute winner. I might have to get some of this later on. Now finally, we went into Borovik, which is also down in Borovik Street. Now this has got some gorgeous fabrics, definitely high end and on the pricey side, but something for special occasions, and this is the place to come to if you're looking for such fabric. I really liked these lovely sequin ones, no surprises there. So I think I have to start planning a project so I can utilize these beautiful fabrics. Now I didn't buy anything here, but let's go check out what I did buy on the day. Alrighty, here we go. It's a 2-bag haul. Woohoo! So we went to that gorgeous Christmas decoration department first. Could have gone crazy. So many beautiful, beautiful things. So first decoration up is this gorgeous stag here. He is absolutely beautiful. He is a Gisela Graham ornament, and he is absolutely delightful. Now, I got the stag because where I live in the UK is in the county of Hertfordshire, and the mascot, the logo, the animal of Hertfordshire is, of course, the lovely stag. So this one here had to come home as like a little memento to where I live. And not only that, he looks like a bit of a Patronus, doesn't he? A bit of Patronus from Harry Potter. Yep, so I think he's super cute. So I started off with him. Next up is a glass bauble, because I do love a glass bauble. I think they're delightful. They just really set off as the main kind of ornament on your tree, and then you've got other little trinkets and stuff. But this one I couldn't resist. Carefully wrapped, but I got this lovely kind of copper gingerbread ornament here. I just thought this looked like something made out of gingerbread. All the beautiful kind of iridescent sparklies on there with looking like royal icing. And yeah, this is just going to go in nicely. When we get our tree up this year, I will put some pictures of these in situ on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, do go check me out over there. I'm there as Ripper Seams, easy to find. So yeah, so item number 2 is this beautiful copper gingerbread round bauble. Now my third and final ornament is no surprise. You did get a little sneaky peek in the video, but I had to get it. It was the lovely little vintage Singer style sewing machine ornament, entirely made out of glass. I believe it's glass. Yep, it's delicate. You don't want to drop this one for sure. But this one here is very detailed, and yeah, just going to remind me of my special day out with Julie and Sam. But I just love decorating my tree with ornaments like this because each one has a special meaning, and I just get reminded of that every time I put them on my tree each year. So yeah, my lovely, lovely little sewing machine. Time for the other bag. So Liberty pretty much had 20% off everything that was Liberty related. So I did get a present for someone in my family, but they had this lovely printed tote bag. This one here with the 150th anniversary of Liberty. It's just joyful and fun and bright. It's printed on both sides, and I couldn't go past it, especially on sale. This is going to go to a family member of mine. I don't think they watch this video. If you do, I'm not going to say who it is. So I can't go wrap this up now. I've been meaning to make this video so I could wrap this up. So yep, got the lovely bag. Gonna have to go back and get one myself probably in the new year. That means sewing goodies. What do we get in the sewing goodies? Shall we do fabric first? Yeah, let's do fabric. So 20% off fabric and so many beautiful designs. I love the fact that between Sam, Julie and I, we all love different prints and different colorways. So we just had a lot of fun pointing out fabrics which each other would like. It was just great and just a lot of fun. I did decide to pick up one fabric which I've been eyeing off for such a long time, but there's always other beautiful fabrics to pick up. But I decided to go in, and that is this one here, and I think this is their Elizabeth print. This is a really lovely, beautiful ditzy print, a really nice little orange and yellow roses, creamy yellow roses, absolutely gorgeous. It's on a really dark, deep chocolate brown base as well, and can I just say, the quality of this fabric, as always, stunning. I don't know, I have other Liberty fabrics, but these ones are particularly silky at the moment. This is Tana Lawn. So I have 2 meters here of this Tana Lawn in this Elizabeth print. Now, because this is a ditzy print, it's not a busy ditzy print. So I have 2 meters of this. I'm gonna make a top. Now, originally I was gonna make this Harmony top by Style Arc, but I think I'm veering away from that now, and I'm gonna try something new, one I haven't made before, and that is the Olivia top by Jolie Lab. This is one which I did in a recent video. It has some really nice frills just going over the shoulders, a really nice neckline as well. And I think this print's gonna suit that particular top really nice. The Harmony top will be also beautiful, but I think I might try the Jolie Lab one because I had a really good time making the sequin top, the Mia top recently, and I wanna do more of their patterns because their pattern range is amazing. So yeah, this is probably gonna be destined to be a Olivia top. So that's that beautiful print. I'm so glad I've got this in my stash now, and yep, very happy. Now the next one I ummed and ahed over because I already technically have this print, but what I was going to make out of that print I'm going to have to delay because of the great illness of 2025. It's going to have to be pushed into next year, but also I love the print so much that I just needed it in a different colorway, and it is this one here. This is the Heritage Gingham print, and I got it in the monochrome colorway this time. I previously picked it up in the more muted rose colors, and that's going to be a special birthday dress for myself. It's going to be the Alexa frill dress. I didn't think initially the monochrome was going to suit me, but again, this is why going and seeing fabric up in person is great, because I thought, yep, this is totally fine. It's got a little bit of brown in there, which is kind of lifting the print, so it's a little bit warmer than a standard kind of grey monochrome. So I got just over 2 meters. So this one here, I do have a pattern for ready to go, and that is the Reynolds top by Stylark. This is a kind of like a really nice peasanty top, but it's a style I really love wearing. I haven't made that pattern before, so I am gonna risk it by cutting straight into this fabric, but I'm pretty certain I'll get a lot of wear out of that top, and I think that fabric along with this print will do justice. There'll be a nice little match together. Well, I hope so anyway. So the rosy print for this, I was gonna make a dress for my birthday for this year. It's not gonna happen because I need to make a toile first before I actually make the dress. My birthday's in 2 weeks, so yeah, no, we're gonna make this. So we're gonna make the Reynolds top for my birthday. It's a lot simpler, and I'm confident to go in and make it straight from cutting into the fabric without needing a toile. I might regret saying that, but we're going in. We're going in for this lovely, lovely heritage gingham print from Liberty. So many other beautiful fabrics there. I no doubt will be going back to Liberty again in future. So those are my fabrics. Now, having talked about my birthday dress and given it was 20% off, I did go and get the actual Liberty pattern for the Alexa frill dress. Now I have the McCall's version of this dress, and I wanted to see what the difference is with the Liberty one, apart obviously from the packaging. So I opened it up to see what the difference was. Let's have a look, shall we? It is the same pretty much as if I had bought the McCall's pattern. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed, is probably the right word, when I found out that it was pretty much the equivalent of a McCall's pattern inside this beautiful packaging, especially given that this is £20 normally. But I'm gonna forgive them for it. You know what? I'm not annoyed, because with this particular pattern here, the Liberty one, you get the full size range on these pattern sheets. Because if you buy the McCall's version of this exact same pattern, you have to buy one size range or the other. And if you're in between sizes like I am, you have to buy two, which means you may as well have spent this much money. I'd rather have the different sizes all on one sheet, although I haven't checked, they might be on separate pages rather than all printed together. I'll come back to you on that one when I get around to making this dress. We'll do a whole video on that, shall we? But I generally have good luck with making McCall's patterns so far. So I'm excited. I think this dress should turn out okay, but I will be making a toile. I have the pattern now. So yeah, good luck to me. We'll hopefully get this one done in the new year. Lastly, I had a few other bits and pieces which I picked up from their haberdashery department. Nothing too fancy. I got one of their beautiful patches here, and this is this lovely lightning bolt. I have a huge collection of patches now. I'm gonna have to make something to put these all on. It is one of those weird collection things. I just love them and then don't use them. So if you've got any good ideas on where I can use my patches from, apart from a denim jacket, I'm thinking bags and maybe got a jeans pocket or something. Yeah, we're gonna go there, but I did get this beautiful little lightning bolt. I think it's really fun. And then just because I love Merchant and Mills, this stuff, oof, I've just made a project out of that recently, which I'll give an update in a future video. And finally, I got myself some backup tools from Merchant and Mills. The first one is a new sewing gauge here. I really like this particular one. It's black, it's really quite firm and sturdy. So the other ones I tend to find have a bit of bend to them. The slide in the middle is really nice and firm, so it's not gonna move around in a hurry. So yeah, I got myself a backup one of those. And I also got myself a new tape measure as well, because these go all over my house. They go in bags, and I end up, I have like 3 of them. I now have 4. Plus the fact that you do have to replace your tape measures on a regular basis if they don't have fiberglass in them, because they do stretch and then you get your measurements wrong. So having a new tape measure here, which is all good. So that was my haul from Liberty. Yeah, Wallet wasn't happy, but I was, and that's all that matters. So there we go. Those were my in-person fabric feeling shopping adventures. I hope you enjoyed that one. Do let me know down in the comments which was your favorite item from either of my 2 shopping hauls. And if you've enjoyed this video, then please do give me a thumbs up. It just lets me know that I'm doing a good job and to keep making more videos just like this one. And of course, if you've watched quite a few Ripper Seams videos but not yet subscribed, do consider clicking on that subscribe button as well as clicking on that notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any future Ripper Seams videos. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and going on my shopping adventures with me. I wish you a wonderful week of sewing, and I'll see you in the next video.